Okay, I thought I'd give a quick tour of my Skyblock on my favorite server, 907, project907.com, I believe is the IP. Anyways, we're going to go into Skyblock here and I'll give you a tour of my island. We've recently gotten slash fly, so now's a good time to do it. Anyways, this is it. This is my second island I built, and it's got some stuff. It makes enough money for me, and I really don't have to do much anymore. So I've kind of gotten to a point where I'm not working on it anymore. I still come in here and mess around, but I've got some builds going on in other worlds. This is the top. There's my spider, and he's got a little pool in his back. He can hang out in any of his head or his abdomen. Right here's a wheat farm. Wheat sells for pretty good money, so that's a pretty profitable one. The rest of the stuff up here is just for island level. These became available in the store. I think they're from the end. Not sure what they're called, but I wanted a bunch of them, and so I just put them all up here for now. I might move them around and do stuff with them. Acacia wood became available also, and so I had to build a house out of acacia wood because I like it. And over here we have, this is just a bunch of houses for island level made out of different materials. All the houses are the same, but they're different materials. And I keep it dark up here so I can come up here and fight mobs if I want to just play around. Below here is, we'll get past the pixel art, I'll get to that. This is just island level house. This is a castle type, small type deal that I usually don't build castle stuff, but I did this one, and it's empty like most of my houses are, except the one that I did the challenge with. Basically, I had to put a bed and some stuff in there for the challenge. Yeah, the store also got some more eggs in. Polar bears, when polar bears come out. Hey Fred, that's Fred right there, and he's got a horse over there to keep him company. They don't seem to like each other right now, though. More island level stuff. This is just a house, bunch of blocks. Get their level up. What else? You know, then somewhat creative. Most of this island is based on creative stuff, just to have fun with. You know, I wasn't looking to get the top island levels or anything like that with that. I just wanted to have fun. This is the top of the mob trap. The first mob trap I built. This is about center of my island. I put these up quite a bit later. After I was able to get money and all that stuff. It took a while, but it all started right here. And aside from doing cobble, I think I had a cobble generator right here. I built this mob trap right away so I could get all the drops. You can sell all the drops, the rotten meat, the bow and arrow, the string, the gunpowder. Anyways, whatever the mobs drop, you can pretty much sell. Excuse me. Okay, since I want to be fast about this. This is the second mob trap. And I built it so you could see in there. It's kind of cool. Sit here and watch the mobs drop down and float around in the water. There's something in there. I could maybe I could change this glass to a better glass, but I think the light level up on top of the pads there just needs to be 0. So, anyways, that's what I was messing around with. That was a while back. I'm not exactly sure what I was doing, but I kind of like the look of it, I guess. And this was the first one, right? We went through that. This is all my stuff. This thing's pretty cool right here. It's for smelting. You put your cobble in there, and it magically comes out cracked stone. It has a bunch of lava that feeds the stoves, and it does this thing in there, mixes everything together, and out comes what you want, depending on the ingredients you put in, right? Okay, the cobble generator, you got to have one of these. This is my favorite cobble generator of all time. A guy by the name of 30virus did a tutorial on YouTube. If you got a Skyblock, you definitely want one of these. It makes so much cobble, you're gonna be amazed. But the only drawback is you do need enchanted efficiency to get through all 5 levels. You don't have to use it. You can use an old iron axe and still do pretty good. Get at least 2 levels, sometimes 3. And yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Right here's one of those NIMS toots. NIMS TV, he does a tutorial on these, the AFK fish farm. This server's awesome because you can AFK on it. A friend of mine built this for me, and it worked absolutely perfectly every time I ever tried to use it until Mojang or whoever decided that they weren't going to work anymore and ruined them with the 1.11 update. Yeah, so this is a cactus farm. This side puts out, they're two separate, but they're side by side. This side puts out okay. This one really puts out because this proximity to that island over there. Whenever somebody's over there, this cactus farm works, regardless if I'm here or not. This is a wheat farm. You spam your seeds down there and you get tons of wheat or whatever you want to plant in there. This is a tree farm. You come in here, you hit the button, the pistons push the tree out of the way, and you reach in this chest, grab a oak sapling, and there you go, you leave, and it's like free wood basically. If you want, you can put a torch down here and it fires up this clock, which in turn spits bone meal out, excuse me. And you can sit here and you get a handful of these, you put one down, you hit the button, you put one down, you hit the button, you put one down, you hit the button, you know, etc. And yeah, it just powers up like 5 high pistons, and you want your block up here so you don't grow those super trees. But I think this is the only type of wood that works in this thing. This is one of the iron mines. There's 3 of them. This is the inside. We don't have spawners on this server, so you got to do them this way. I prefer doing them this way. These kind of farms are a lot of fun. If we had spawners, though, I would probably use them. I don't know. I've had a lot of fun with these type. The golem spawns in the water. He falls down here and comes down here and gets killed by the lava and drops iron and the poppies. Poppies you can sell, the iron you can sell. But this whole thing is just basically based off of a 20 by 20 square. 20 including this wall, and this wall, it's all 20 by 20. It takes 1 bucket in the middle, it takes 2 in the middle, 1 bucket in the corner, 2 in the middle, 1 bucket in the corner, 2 in the middle, and that puts your water exactly like this, so you have a 4 by 4 block opening, and then that's what the 20 by 20 is all about. I used to do 2 levels, but I never really even seen them spawning up here, so I just got rid of some of the water. This is how you start out with I do the water in the corners, as I put that extra layer there, and then once I do all 4 corners, I'll bust all that out. The only reason I had him down there is sometimes you'll get a golem that'll spawn right in the middle, and he won't move. He'll just stay in this corner. So if you put an extra block right there, he won't spawn. This is a mob trap. I saw the guy on YouTube do one of these. It was really super cool. I wanted one. I was going to build it, but the update ruined it, so it didn't work anymore. I forget which update it was. This was a while back, but the carts would go up in here. You'd have mine carts. You'd go up in here, collect a mob, would come out and come up another one just like it on the other side with a mob in it. Get to the top, and the activator rail would pitch the mob out of the cart, and so he'd go flying, and the cart would go back in and grab another one, and it's sitting here throwing mobs. It was just crazy, and yeah, something happened with one of the updates, and it no longer worked as well. So, but I liked this idea of the mob area on this slanted shape. It's incredible how many mobs will actually spawn in there, way more than in these type with the 16 little platforms and the trapdoors. Yeah, anyways. So, yeah, and I had another mob farm over here, or another iron farm, but for some reason the villagers were despawning, and I got tired of messing with them, so I just took that one apart and put some sheep in there. I think that's everything on this level. We got another here. Here's another iron farm. Here's a flower farm. You take some bone meal, you throw it down, you grow flowers. Come over here, you hit the lever, the water washes everything down here into the hoppers, which in turn go into the chest. And yeah, it's a little messy in there right now, but you can get, you want different colors of flowers, you just change your biome. I think it's $100 to change it. Just game money. It's $100 is nothing in this game. Over here is a melon farm. I did this one because there's no comparators or anything. It's just straight redstone and redstone torches. When one does grow, it sets the whole row off, but that's okay because it doesn't run for very long. And same with the top. Let's see. This is a 3rd iron farm that's working. I had some frostwalker boots, so that's where the ice comes from. This mob trap, we saw it from inside where I'd get the XP. This is the outside of it. They drop down through this hole, and you can sit here with your buddies and watch the mobs go by when they're spawning. Over here we got more polar bears. Gave them some ice and some water, and we went through there. I got a couple llamas. I don't know if you can buy those in the store. I can't say who, but somebody gave me those. I smuggled them off their island with a lead and didn't kill them in the process, so there they are. This is just the collection area for the other 2 iron mines. They both all funnel right into here. You sit here and collect. I put all the poppies over here. When that's full, I'll take it to the store and sell it. What else? This is the one I was talking about with the carts that threw the mobs out. This is the collection area for that. When I pull the lever up there and all the water washes those guys out, they'll come down here, and you can they'll all die on the cactus, and the mob stuff goes in here. Oh, somebody's chicken got in there, sorry. But or you can go here with your sword and hit them and collect the XP from them. So that's that. There's my original island. I think there's my original piece of bedrock. So I was right there, and then this island was the second island, and I just never did anything with it because I was too busy doing stuff with golem farms. Down here is all creative area, just to put stuff down and get my island level up. Nothing. It's all kind of build battle-ish stuff. And it's just, you know, when I got bored and just want something to do that I don't have to think about, I'll come down here and build something. It's going to be full pretty soon, but down here is like an Italian villa, or coffee beans, or wine, grapes, wine, whatever, Italian, French, Peruvian, who knows. But it's got some sheep and a donkey and a guardian there called Gary. It's not quite finished. I wanted to add some more detail to the front. I need to go to the nether and get some more quartz. Down this level over here is it's not rendering in real well. This corner's been messing up regular. The rest will render in, but this corner right here, it's like there's a chunk that doesn't like to render in after this 1.1 update. It used to always be fine. I don't know what the problem is, but no big deal. This is the ink sacs you get from the squid that spawn up there. They swim around, they fall. There's pillars up there. It looks solid from here, but it's actual pillars of water. And they'll fall down and land on the hoppers here and go into the chest. And I've got a couple more cactus farms down here. I was going to do, well, I did do a iron thing, and I ran it all the way up, and then I needed a bunch of money. I think I was buying grass at the time. It was very expensive. $200 a block, but since then the owners changed it, so now I think it's only 20. So I needed the money, and I tore down most of it and sold it. And what else? This is a really cool little unit. Some kid on YouTube made this. It was very clever of him, and was nice enough to share it with us all. It's a slime farm. It works really well. I've got a different island with a slime farm that takes up a whole chunk, and it has like 5 or 6 layers, 16 by 16 layers, and they spawn on those and hop off, fall into water, and go into cactus. And that thing works a little bit better than this volume-wise, but man, this thing always puts out. There's always extra slime in there. Every time I look, there's more in there, and it just works great. I had built it before I put this grass down, so I'm gonna move it back up so it's flush, but it still works like it is. But they come in here and hop against the cactus and die, and give you free slime balls. And yeah, just one guy, and I put him in there a long time ago. Looks like that's the second one, but honestly, it's got to be close to 6, 7, 8 months ago that I put this one in. And so he stays there. He doesn't despawn or anything. These are all the horses. You can choose one, have a race. I know which one is the fastest, so it's probably not fair if you race me. This area here was where the squid originally fell, and you could come in here and swim around with them. This was before I needed black, and so I put that platform up there to catch them. But yeah, and you can stand out here and watch them. I like squid. And what else? Oh, all this here I put down, and I was going like crazy with this stuff, and I was thinking my island level was going to go up so much, and after I did it all, I found out that this particular block does not give you any island level points. So yeah, that was a bust. I should have turned them all into this stuff down here, which would have been really easy, this baked brick, and use it that way. But oh well, I like it the way it is, and that's just the way it is. It's going to stay, I suppose. Pretty much I've got another mob trap up here that we haven't seen. I'll go through real quick. This one I was using to get record CDs, the music disc, whatever you called, for the challenges, and I just put a bunch of these layers in here. You can see it's just like the other ones. It's except it's double big. or no, it's not double big, it's just stacked on top of each other. So yeah, this is all 20 by 20 also, I do believe. And then these little 3 by 3 platforms with the one space, and you need 2 in the middle to even it out, and the spiders will fall down the center of it too. So this thing's work pretty good. It varies. Sometimes I come in here and there's so many of them that you just can't. It'll lag you out. But and the spiders, they eventually fall through. But the other mobs that come down, they will slip in between the spiders and fall through. So you really don't lose anything. But what I would do is I'd come down here with some creepers. You get creepers in there, and you get the skeletons to shoot at you. The creepers will usually come over into the corner, and then you just back up so they don't explode, and then the skeletons will shoot them, and all your records will fall on the floor there, and you just come up here. It looks like I got some extras up here. And so that's pretty much it. All the pixel art. A friend of mine over there, I think I did one, and then she did the Cookie Monster, and no matter where you're out on my island, the Cookie Monster was staring at me. So I decided I'd do some more pixel art, and just to play that game. So I got like Tinkerbell. I think Snoopy or the Duck Hunt was the original one, one that I put up. And so I had all these sheep and all this wool, so I just go on the internet, onto Google, and find a Minecraft pixel art one that I liked that had the grid, and I just follow the grid and build them all out of wool. Yeah, so that's how that happened. Just having fun with this thing. Not getting too serious with it, you know, more relaxation and stuff. This, I don't know if we looked at this. This is a sugarcane farm. Some guy on YouTube did this. Man, I wish I remember his name. It's a pretty good one. It's kind of complicated and was hard to build and takes a lot of pistons, but it works really well. From other ones that I've done, you tend to lose a lot of the sugarcane when the pistons hit it. And this way, there's just nowhere else for it to go. I mean, it's a total logical design. And rarely you'll come in here and find stuff that is flown from one side and got stuck on the other. You know, I just cycled both of them, and I don't see anything at all. But it's a pretty efficient design. I do believe is probably right up there with the top ones. All the other ones I've tried, it's hard to capture the sugarcane because it just flies all over the place and gets stuck and what have you. So. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's my island on project907.com if you want to check it out.